Welcome to the Reading Corner. This is going to be a reading of Norman the Snail and the Climb, written by me, Simon Henson, and illustrated by the very good Baz Mack. Okay, here we go. Norman the Snail wasn't like every other snail. They all seemed happy to slither in the ground on the mud and in the leaves, or climb tiny little garden walls. Norman wanted more. Norman wanted to reach the sky, so one day he set off to find the tallest tree he could find. It took Norman a very long time to find the right tree because, as you might know, snails don't move very quickly. Stretching his eye stalks as far as they could go, he looked up and up and up, until he couldn't look up any more. And even then he couldn't see the top of the tree. "This is the tree for me," thought Norman, and so he slowly climbed his way onto the big root and up the trunk of the tree. Now, Norman is only a little snail, and this was such a very big tree that every now and then he had to stop for a rest and sometimes to sleep. Luckily, his slime helped him stick to the tree and stopped him from falling off. One morning, after a quiet night's snooze, Norman opened his eyes and saw another creature looking right at him. "Hello," said the other creature. "I'm Chloe the caterpillar." "Hello," said Norman. "I'm trying to get to the sky, and this tree seems like the best way. I didn't know anyone lived here." Chloe shrugged and wriggled away to a tasty-looking leaf. "If you're climbing all the way to the top, would you like to eat something before you go?" Norman nodded and made his way slowly to the leaf, where he munched as much as his tummy could take. Finishing his leaf, he nodded to Chloe to say thank you and turned to carry on up the tree, slowly winding his way around the knots and bumps in the bark. Stretching his eye stalks again, as far as they could go, he could see some blue between the leaves above him. Was that the sky? Was he nearly there? He grinned. He wanted to get there quickly, but, of course, as you know, snails are very, very slow, so he just kept moving up and up and up. As he got closer to the blue, he suddenly heard the leaves near him rustling. Turning his head, he saw a yellow beak poking out of the leaves. His eyes widened. It was a bird, and birds normally eat snails. He couldn't go into his shell or he'd fall off the tree. What could he do? A head followed, then the beak, and the eyes of the bird saw Norman and widened in surprise. "Hello," said a high-pitched voice. "You a snail?" Norman nodded slowly. "What you doing up here? Snails belong on the ground. I'm Bill, by the way." Norman didn't know what to do, so he just said, "I'm trying to reach the sky through those leaves." Bill looked up and then looked down. "You climbed all this way on your own to reach the sky? I'll leave you to it then. Good luck." He winked at Norman and then flew off. While Norman was very happy that he'd reached the sky, it was about to become so much more. It had taken him so long to reach the top of the tree that the leaves had turned brown with autumn. As they are supposed to, the leaves had begun falling off the tree, and the one that Norman was on slowly started to pull away from the branch. As it popped off and started to fall, a gust of wind caught the leaf and blew it higher. Norman felt himself lifted, and the leaf started to fly. He was so happy. He'd reached the sky, but more than that, he'd become part of the sky as well. He was flying. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the story. This was Norman the Snail and the Climb. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.